Alright, so in this video I'm going to be going through some of the best ERLC Photoshop suggestions that I could find in the PRC suggestions channel. So some of these are really cool, so if you do enjoy, please make sure you drop a like and also subscribe, but let's get straight into it. Okay, so over in the PRC Discord server, which is the Emergency Response Liberty County official Discord server, they have a suggestions channel, and in there some people post some insane Photoshop suggestions. So with the help of a few of my friends, we found the top 5, in my opinion, best ones that we could find that are recent, not really old ones. So we're going to get straight into it. So we're going to start off with the first one, which is this one. So we can see here that this is similar, or is pretty much the exact same to what we have in game now with the way you can find people. However, you can see that it says official criminal sentence, which it does, violator's name and the jury found. So you can either choose if they're guilty or innocent, and you can choose the charge. Well, you won't be able to choose the charges, but the charges will be added basically the same as what they are on the MDT. Now you can also see that you can either choose to give them a fine, which is what we currently have, which you can select the amount and stuff like that. You can choose to send them to prison, which is what this is, where you can see if they're guilty or innocent, and you can pick the duration, or you can do community service. Now I'm not sure how the community service one will work, but if this was added, I think this would be really cool. And honestly, I wish this is added, because with roleplays right now, if you arrest someone, you can't really choose how long they go to jail for. It's all automatic and stuff like that, and in private servers this would make roleplays so much better, especially prison role plays, because we got a whole new prison, but you still can't role play very much in it, which is quite unfortunate. But with this, you would actually be able to maybe have someone in there that works at the prison, and I think that would be really cool. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below, but I think this is a really nice suggestion, to be honest, and I honestly hope that this does get added to ERLC at some point, which, to be honest, I don't see why it wouldn't be. It's a very cool suggestion, and whoever made this as well, by the way, I don't have the names of people who made them, but whoever did make this, you're a very good Photoshop artist, and yeah, this is really cool. But let's move on to suggestion number 2. This one does have the name of someone that did it. So this wasn't actually yesterday, this screenshot was taken like a couple days ago. You can see this by MacJack13. Now you can see this says you can change building names and logos for private servers. This will be a part of the pro server pack for private servers, and it says example, you can change the River City Police Department text and logo, something like Houston Police Department, with a Roblox decal as a logo. Can be put on almost any building with a logo. Now this, I think, is possibly one of the best suggestions, or the second best. I think the one we just showed you was the first best. This one is possibly the second best, or maybe the next one is second best. But either way, this one is a very good one. So you can see here, this is really simple, to be honest. This will change roleplay games so much, or ERLC private servers, sorry, this will change them so much, and I don't see why they can't add this. You can see it says Houston Police Department. So all this is basically changing this logo here and this text here, and there's an option in the private server settings, which they want in this update. There isn't actually just yet, but if we get this update, there'll be an option where you can change it to whatever you want. And obviously it will be Roblox censored, and there'll be Roblox decals, and then obviously you can see it with all of them as well. It's down here. So with this one, if you're in the UK, maybe you could have it as like a, I don't know, like an AA service repair center or something, which is like a breakdown thing, or RAC or whatever. I don't know, some bad examples, but you could do it to anything, right? And it would be really cool. Or you can see they've changed the logo here. I don't even know if there is a logo there. If there is, they've changed it, and they've also changed the text. Now obviously for places like this, it might be a bit more difficult because you've got like the massive sign outside the front if we go in game. So you can see this probably wouldn't work very well because we have this auto repair and mods. Now this logo is a bit like hard. You wouldn't really be able to change this. If there's like a logo and a name up here, then I'm not sure how it would work. So it kind of have to be like one letter up here, then 3 letters down here, and then like 1 word up here and 3 words down here, and I'm not sure how that would work because it might be like something weird depending on what it's called. So for this place, I'm not sure it would work, and if they can't do it for every place, then I'm not sure it would possibly be implemented. But I really like it, and you could probably even change the name of the fire department as well in this update if they did add it from this suggestion, which is a really good suggestion, to be honest. But I think it will probably only ever come for emergency service buildings, and probably not for these. It would be cool if it came for these, but it wouldn't really be possible. So maybe in the future, but currently probably not. But this is a really cool suggestion. Let's move on to number 3, which I said this for most of them, but I think this is one of my favorites. This is definitely within the top 3. All of these are really cool, but this one is definitely one of the best. So it says ERLC update, add motorcycles game pass in police, sheriff and civilian team. Make undercover really undercover, which is a different suggestion. So currently with the points on the map, the LEDs in front of the license plate pack is useless because we are directly identified. I'm not sure what they mean by that. I think they mean the light on the number plate, and it says add a van for SWAT and custom pack. Now the thing is, let's talk about this undercover one first. So in real life, I don't live in America, so I don't know, but I believe undercover cop cars are still very noticeable, and the point of an undercover cop car everywhere in the world isn't to not be seen forever, it's to not be seen for a moment. So for example, you might see like a program on TV where it's like an undercover car follows a civilian car. You never see them straight behind that direct car because they are noticeable. And if you think about it, if the people in it don't have uniform on or anything, if they jump out and just run up and tackle someone to the ground, people won't know they're a police officer. If they can't see that that person is a police officer, then they won't know, and they might start fighting back. And then you get the difficult problem is, are they attacking a police officer or are they attacking a member of the public, which I know in the UK has different charges. If it's a police officer, it's more severe, I believe. But is it, you know, how does that work? Because they could say, well, I didn't know it was a police officer, and how can the police, you know, prove that they didn't know that? I don't know if that makes sense, but it's the point of an undercover police car is to be undercover, but it's not to be unseeable. You still need to be known as a police officer. If someone sees you purposely, they need to notice that you're a police officer. So for realism, I think the undercover police cars are fine. It's only 2 lights on the back, and like I said, from a distance you can't notice, but when they get closer you can notice, and that's exactly how police cars are in real life. They don't really get much more undercover than that. But let's talk about the main one. So we've got add a new van for SWAT and custom pack. I guess that's a good one, but the main one, add motorcycles game pass in police, sheriff and civilian team. We can even see we've got this really cool Photoshop down here. They've even kept like the design with like these lines here and the Photoshop thing. Now I think that would be really cool. Now motorcycles are very difficult to build and make and script in Roblox, so that would be very hard to do. However, I think it is absolutely possible, and I think for things like escorts and stuff, it would make roleplays a huge amount better. And then obviously we can get them on civilian team as well, so that would be cool. You can have like bike races, loads of cool roleplay ideas from that, and then obviously you can have the police and sheriff team to have them as well, which would be really cool, and possibly undercover police bikes as well. But one thing I am not sure on is how you would change the livery for a bike. That would be very difficult because they're all like kind of curved and they have like different weird shapes, so I don't think that will probably come for a very long time. But let's have a look at number 4, which is this one. So this gets suggested all the time. We saw this loads of times. Basically this isn't even Photoshop, this is just a DOT livery on a police vehicle, and they just want this on the DOT team, which yes, I agree, not much to talk about here. It's just a very nice car to have on the DOT team, so yeah, very cool. But I guess you can just add the livery and then change the lights to yellow for the police team, and you've pretty much got it anyway, so I don't see why. But I guess on the DOT team you get all of the actual tools, so yeah, put it on the DOT team. I don't see why they wouldn't. That will probably come in a future update. So yeah, really good suggestion. And then the final one is kind of a small one as well. It says vehicle suspensions are lower in the shop compared to where outside the shop. It'd be absolutely immaculate if we could purchase this model of suspension seen in the shop. So I'm not sure if this is just how it looks or if this is like Photoshop or something, but you can see here the vehicle suspension is very low on this one. You can see like the car is pretty much touching the wheel, whereas down here you can see there's like a really big gap between the wheels. So if we actually test this out, if I go and spawn in a vehicle and drive over there, we'll actually spawn in that exact vehicle. We'll spawn in, here we go, it's the Audi S5. This is the exact vehicle that we just saw in that Photoshop thing. So you can see the suspension is kind of high right now. So we'll go into the mod shop and we'll see if it changes in there, because I think this is true actually. This is like myth busting right now, but let's see. So does the suspension go low? It does. You can see the suspension is quite a lot lower in the mod shop. Now it would be really cool if there was like an option to purchase lower suspension. I do think that would be really cool. So just a little suggestion there, but definitely a very good one. But that is going to be all for this video. So let me know what you think about all of these suggestions in the comments below. Let me know if you want to see them. I definitely want to see every single one of the ones on this list, but we can't get everything we want because there's only a few developers and it takes a lot of time to add these things, but hopefully in the future we'll get most of them. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you did enjoy. If you did, please like and subscribe. Check out my Discord server, discord.gg/amaze. Loads of giveaways in there. Really cool community. Also make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and of course TikTok, as I'm going to be posting a lot more TikToks now, so go check that out as well. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. Hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye.